Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Mental Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Just an unboxing and first impressions, not a review. But we're going to be taking a look at some new stuff from CJRB, which I'm actually pretty excited for because it's been a while since I've unboxed any budget stuff from CJRB. They tend to release good things, so I have high expectations from CJRB. Thanks so much to Artisan Colors CJRB. I feel like I've said CJRB a lot. Have I? Thanks to them for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. I'll link these down in the description. By the time you guys are watching, these should be available. Are these all different things? I don't know. We're going to start here with the Kain Stonewash Air RPM 9 gray aluminum handle. Okay, aluminum. I feel like, am I wrong in assuming that CJRB doesn't usually do budget aluminum stuff? I don't know. Here's a salt pack. Save those for flavor. Okay. Oh, yeah. You guys did send me, you sent me a little thing on Instagram detailing this. Okay, we have a small, slender, compact EDC, what we lazily describe as office carry, though it is accurate. Is the spine crowned? No, it just has a nice look to it. Okay, I do like the gray aluminum. It feels good. Kind of has that Kershaw feel to it, if you know what I mean. Thumb stud actually located in a pretty good spot here. They're on the larger side, and then there's a nice big cutout to engage with them. So despite this being a kind of slender and compact profile, it's pretty easy to engage with. This is a nested lock, which I do love. I think that's great, assuming that this is a, a super duper budget knife. I'm going to be pretty upset. That sounded super dramatic. I would be slightly perturbed to find out. I'm making myself laugh. I'm sorry. Slightly perturbed to find out that they want like $70 for this, But $50? Okay, nested liner lock, a little bit of lock stick there. CJRB, definitely a company that, with their liner locks, I have experienced this dating back, 2019 or so. So a little bit, I'm sure that it'll break itself in, but we got lots of companies doing liner locks nowadays, and pretty much everybody has figured out how to get the locking systems to engage without sticking. Yeah, there's a little bit of grindiness there. Now, as far as lockup, completely and totally solid. So that's really cool. You guys are nesting these locks. I think that's a really nice touch, as long as we're keeping the price reasonable. It's a good-looking knife, right? If we've got some more of the same thing, we can see if, yeah, so this is also a Kain Stonewashed Air RPM 9 Gray G10. Perhaps the liner lock on this one will be better. And it's just, we just had a little bit of a whoopsie daisy there. Let's find out. Ouch. The corner of that got me good. Sorry, the dryer's going off upstairs, so there's going to be a little bit of a hum. We have gray G10. Actually, I do like that. Peel ply. Kind of wish this was contoured. It feels like it should be. Like the, this is about the size of the Rhea, maybe a little bit bigger. So this has no lock stick, okay? So maybe just a little bit of a quality control issue there. Do we have any? I remember with the Rhea, other people were telling me that the blade was coming down, and I'm comparing with a liner, something that I remember from CJRB that had some issues. Mine didn't have this issue, but some people were saying the blade was touching the standoffs. It doesn't appear to be touching the standoffs and feels completely fine. So yeah, this one actually, it's not wanting to get over that. There we go. It just takes a lot of pressure. Truthfully, that lock bar has a lot of tension, and it's easy to get at because they've given you tons of room over here. But you really got to push that thing over to get the detent ball to come up on the face of the blade. No lock stick, though, on this one, so that's nice. And then what do we have here for the final one? Did I actually cut myself with cardboard? No, I just poked it good. Black Air RPM 9 with a black G10 handle. Just curious, out of 3, how many of them actually have lock stick? I really hope that these are about 50 or less. 40, I think, would be, ideal. Okay, black G10. Peel ply texturing on these is maybe medium, like slightly, not, I don't want to call it an aggressive texture, but it's not smooth. Like, you can definitely feel it. Okay, same thing, and no lock stick at all. So these two are fine. This one, see what I mean there? Just a little grindy. Yeah, a little crunchy, a little cornflakey, right? Sorry, that dryer's doing its best to mess this video up. Okay, so nice, lightweight, compact, straightforward E2C design. We've seen this many, many times before. This is hardly a new design. It's hardly a new anything. I mean, it's just a straightforward pocket knife. The you know, best thing potentially about these knives is that they would be inexpensive. I mean, because if they were too far above, I mean, I said 50. If they're too far above 40 to 45, it's like, why? You know, I mean, there's so many options. The best thing you can do right now to win people over with knives in this category is to make them insanely inexpensive, which is going to be, it's going to become very tricky for a lot of companies, definitely companies that manufacture knives in China. So yeah, I would hope so, especially the aluminum guy. I mean, the aluminum guy, it's kind of a bummer that it's got a little bit of lock stick because the aluminum's really nice. So I like the nested liner lock. Truthfully, what I want to see from companies, I mean, it's fine to continue to release, you know, knives that are utilizing crossbar locks with omega springs, liner locks, button locks, sure. But let's, you know, it would be neat to see advanced locking systems in budget territory rather than releasing some slightly different variation of drop point meets classic handle profile, right? It's just like a slightly scaled down or scaled up, you know, a lot of the same types of things. So it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I would assume and hope that the price tag would be reasonable, but I don't know in this exact moment. By the time you guys are watching this, I'll have the appropriate links down there, and you guys can just go look for yourselves. But in this exact moment, I don't know. Let's measure it real quick just so you guys can get an idea of how big or long or whatever this is. The overall length of this guy coming in at, it's actually shy of 7, 6.85 inches. Blade length is actually 3 on the dot. Cutting edge is 2.8. Okay. And weight, we'll do that real quick if I can find my scale. There it is. Weight on this guy. 2.4 ounces for the aluminum version and 2.2 ounces for the G10 version. So unsurprising there. Pretty good. Pretty straightforward. I mean, you know, I could review this knife, but it's almost like, why? Like, it's so similar to everything else. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I'm not sure that there's enough going on here to really warrant that. I mean, most of the information you could possibly need about this knife, you probably just got from this video or by clicking on the link. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. CJRB can do a liner lock. I mean, these are fine. I'm not going to give them anything crazy here. And I know you guys cringe every time I do this without gloves, but I have a certain amount of trust with certain companies to do certain locks nowadays. These seem fine to me, right? So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Mediocre stuff, to be honest, but hopefully it's not very expensive. Thanks to CJRB for sending these in for me to share with people. That's going to be it today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.